sleep. I try and try, and I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next time we'll talk it over, and we can start again.
the Pelicans in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is... Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Look at the Lakers. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
And this is the first game of a real short road trip for them, so we'll see how their first one goes.
Yeah, being a shorter trip as it is, guys will win tonight, and they can already call the trip a productive one, no matter what happens the rest of the way.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe Bryant and Metta World Peace on the wings. Roy Hibbert is out there with West. And it's Russell in at the point guard. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And Walker kicks to Wade. Back to Walker. The feed now to Davis. Outside, Walker. His three-pointers off the mark. And here is Los Angeles now. Outside, Russell. The dish now to West. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
How about a little flair and style from West on that one?
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Walker missing again.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Hibbert kicks it to West. Out to Kobe. Uncovered. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And the officials call a traveling violation. On defense, New Orleans. Russell with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. West passes to Russell. West dishes to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Kobe.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Wade can't hit.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
And here's Russell. Hibbert with the screen. Dishes it to West. Back to Russell. Lakers passing it around. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Puts it up. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Henson. He kicks to Davis. Wade outside. Down low. Kobe with the steal. It's stolen by Wade. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Walker. And stolen by Hibbert. And it's Bryant in the corner. Hibbert with the screen. And Bryant kicks it to West. Here's Russell. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Wade has the open look, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Hibbert with the screen. Russell passes to Bryant. And the three off target. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Wade dishes to Davis. And stolen by Russell. World Peace with it. Picked up by Davis. Here's Hibbert. And he gets it to go. Hibbert's got his first points of the game.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant. He pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was up. Field goal percentage was the worst of his career. Just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team, and it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that.
Just 4 to shoot. And it's Wade penetrating. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Shooting for New Orleans.
And guys, you know Kobe Bryant. Words can't describe what he's meant to his team, really to the league and the game of basketball. You just wonder when he's finally going to say, you know what, I've done all I can do. That's enough. Retirement's been hinted at, but until I see it, knowing how competitive Kobe is, I just won't believe it.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Robinson's checked in for Davis. Solomon Hill comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Jared Jack is subbed in for Walker. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Lakers. Puts up a 3. Excellent D there from Hill. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Henson with the screen. Wade kicks to Henson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hibbert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here is Russell. Kicks to West. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation.
Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for John Henson.
Checking in.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, we usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And the Lakers also making a switch. Mirotic is checked in for West. And Jack kicks to Hill. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Hill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
Now here's Hibbert. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. From deep, Miles. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency, the challenge for Hibbert.
Crawford kicks to world peace. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. There's a screen by Robinson. The basket falls, and that's going to be a blocking call.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes out of the league with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
Hibbert, the pass to Russell, and that one hits back iron.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Hill. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And talking about C.J. Miles, he was filthy last year. Indiana needed his spark offensively, especially without Paul George in the lineup. Miles responded by putting up career highs in points and minutes played. Just an unbelievable impact on the season.
And here is Jack, following the 3 from Nikola Mirotic. And Miles kicks to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. At the top of the key, Mirotic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
And for most every team out there, guys, they're looking for a guy like C.J. Miles. Decent size, natural movement skills, and can absolutely shoot the lights out. Call him buckets, because that's a lethal formula.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
Hibbert with a screen on Jack. A look from World Peace. That one's good from the corner. World Peace has got his first points of the night. Crawford outside. Now the pass to World Peace. Hibbert at the elbow. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The drive by Russell. From downtown, Mirotic's shot is off. And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Now, here is Russell. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. Fires the three. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will come the other way. .115 left here in the first quarter. Davis with a screen on Russell. That's a two-pointer from Walker. And the Pelicans get it back. He feeds it to Wade. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really, that's his specialty right there. Finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
.51 seconds left to play here in the first. Crawford dishes to Mirotic. Feeds to Russell. Passes it to Crawford. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. .35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Walker still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Hibbert with the block. Crawford kicks to World Peace. And the basket good. World Peace has got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here's Wade. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
Well, this is really one of the nicer buildings in the NBA right downtown, Clark, this home of the Pelicans across from the Superdome.
Kevin, you're always worried about how close we are to Bourbon Street when we come here, man. But yeah, this was a fortress for the Pelicans last season as they won some big games here for sure.
Kemba Walker is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Dallenberg in at the 5, down low. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. The Lakers in the lead.
And you talk about the big wins here for the Pelicans last year. How about they beat the Warriors late in the year, which was huge to get into the postseason, as well as the Spurs on that final day to fight their way into that A spot.
That's his first personal foul.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. West outside to the middle. 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away. Misses off the left iron.
And, you know, the Pelicans ended 28-13 here last season. A 6-win improvement for them from the season before. They can be a scary team when this place is jumping.
Here's Kobe after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. There's a screen. The feed to Olynyk. The tray. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now here's Walker. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ring shot on the way. They get it back. And D'Alembert kicks to Wade. Outside, Walker. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And the shot is long.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Olynyk with it. Picked up by Davis. Bryant drives in. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Wade's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Walker with a clean look. Again, the miss by Walker.
He's yet to make an impact from the field, but his team is taking care of business.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Wade kicks to Walker. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Walker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Olynyk hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Olynyk's got his first bucket in this one. Back to Walker. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Bryant.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for the Pelicans. C.J. Miles comes in for Dwayne Wade. Now here's Kobe. Looking for his first basket still in this one. He dishes it to Olynyk. Just 4 to shoot. And Bryant kicks to Dunleavy. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Now with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can draw up an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right. Now, here is Hill. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Nice hit again. And there's Miles. That's good on the assist by D'Alembert. Miles has got 5 points so far. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. One thing about Sam D'Alembert, he has been an outstanding defender over the course of his career. Really, guys, the consummate rim protector.
Great length and quickness with timing as a shot blocker. Ended last season 8th on the all-time blocks list among active players.
You know, going back to D'Alembert, only 32 games played last season for him. It was the fewest games played in his career. Amazingly, though, he still averaged over 1 block and 5 rebounds in just 17 minutes a game.
changes for New Orleans. Henson's checked in for Dallenberg. Thomas Robinson comes in for Anthony Davis. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Walker. And then for Los Angeles, Hibbert comes in for Kelly Olynyk. And it's Crawford in for Bryant. The Lakers with the ball, trailing by 4. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. West against Robinson. West kicks to Crawford. West setting the pick for Crawford. 5 to shoot. Shot's good from West. West has got his second bucket tonight.
And when you talk about Dallenberg, he really remained the same guy throughout his career, a rebounder, defender. Offensively, he was mostly dunks, not many assists. A guy who could impact the game while playing with his limitations. And really not everyone can do that.
Here's Henson after David West's bucket. Count the bucket. Henson's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Pelicans. Crawford passes to Dellavedova. Fires from deep. Crawford missing again. Pelicans leading by 4. Hill has the open look. Misses the 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Crawford dishes to Hibbert. Kicks it out to Crawford. Pass to Dunleavy. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Hill. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Now here's Crawford. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The dish to Dellavedova. Puts it up from 12. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from West.
And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Big group substitution here for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Thomas Robinson. Luke Babbitt comes in for Solomon Hill. Wade, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jarrett Jack. Mirotic is checked in for the Lakers. World Peace comes in for Dunleavy. Now here's Henson. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Well, Greg, getting back to West, even though his scoring was down, his playmaking was up. You were talking about that. Clark, 3.5 assists a game last season, by far the highest number of his career.
Yeah, one of the very best pros I've ever been around. He's very smart. He's tough. He's all about team. And, you know, he makes things happen. Impacts winning in a lot of ways, and those assist totals indicate that. Offensive rebound. The Lakers trail.
It's Crawford with the drive. The shot's good on the assist by West.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Mirotic, the screen. Dellavedova kicks to Crawford. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Wade. Flushes it down to finish the break.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And both free throws good for Babbitt.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Here's Crawford. Wade with the block.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Babbitt, good. Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action.
And the Lakers call time here. Well, New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Bryant comes in for Meta World Peace. And it's Russell in for Jamal Crawford. Russell kicks to Dellavedova. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. They grab their own miss. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Mirotic. Mirotic has got 5. Walker the pass to Wade. Back to Walker. Off the pick. Rebound the Lakers. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And here we go. Stolen by Wade. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Kemba Walker with an eerily similar season once again. Stats the last 3 years have ironically been very close.
Yeah, you talked about those 3 years. Almost 18 points a game in around 35 minutes. So did so on just under 16 shots as well. So becoming more and more efficient.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Luke Babbitt.
You know, it's kind of one of those weird anomalies when you look at Kemba's numbers, because in each of those seasons, he played a different number of games. Just one of those kind of quirky, weird things we pick up on sometimes when our brain is foggy. After going scoreless in the first, He's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Outside, Russell. Dishes it to Mirotic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bryant. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And for Walker, guys, and his stats, even for players considered consistent, there is more variation than what Walker has put up.
Now here's Walker. He's got 9. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Davis. Outside, Walker. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. No good from Wade. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Magic. Kobe kicks to Russell. Back to Kobe. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Dellavedova's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Lakers.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
We've seen D-Wade getting it done. 13 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. They've got Dunleavy. Russell is out there with Bryant. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Mirotic in the 4 spot.
And Kid Gilchrist had that very funky jumper coming into the league. And prior to last year, really worked tirelessly. Not an easy thing to do to try to change the entire form and structure of your jump shot.
Bryant, that's for 2. And it comes off the front of the rim. There's Walker with the 3. A basket good off the assist from Wade. Walker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans. Clark for Kid Gilchrist, and his shot. It seemed to be a step in the right direction for his entire offensive game.
Well, Kevin, it was the first year of reworking that jump shot, and the mid-range percentage has gone up as a result. That's positive progress.
Here's Dunleavy. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Outside, Walker. Davis with a screen on Russell. 9 feet out. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Davis has got his first points of the night.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
You know, guys, it's really amazing just how quickly Anthony Davis has blossomed into stardom. You know, by age 21, he was arguably the best player in the game. At age 17, he only had 1 scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard.
And the Lakers call time here. And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity.
New Orleans making some changes here. Allen Bear comes in for Henson. And it's Luke Babbitt in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. The Lakers also making some changes. West is checked in for Mirotic. World Peace comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Crawford in for Kobe. It's Crawford with the drive. Back to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's West. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pelicans leading by 13. Davis setting the pick for Walker. Right side Davis. And David West gets the whistle that time.
That is his first personal foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Davis can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 13. Russell kicks it to West. Pass to World Peace. He feeds it to Hibbert. Nails the baby hook.
Assisted by
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And Walker kicks to Davis. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
There's been some slippage defensively here in the second half, Kevin. I mean, I'm not sure if their legs are going or what, but they've given up some easy baskets here.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Hibbert. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Crawford against Wade. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And it's sent back by Russell. On, here we go. Look at that jam. It's just beautiful.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Hibbert with a screen on Walker. Outside, Russell. 6 to shoot. West with a wide open look. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 8 points for David West.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Shots good by Walker.
And no doubt the Lakers had some defensive issues last season. I mean, no true center on that roster. And at times, they were just feasted upon on the inside.
Crawford kicks it to West. Back to Crawford. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Davis. Lakers did have problems defending inside, Greg. You're right, both on drives, Clark, and on post-ups.
Yeah, you know, they were second to last in the league in field goal percentage at their own rim. And rim protection is more than just blocking shots. So they got a lot of blocks as a team, but anything they didn't block went in.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Hill's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Dunleavy's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Fades back. And it's Davis missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Hibbert with a screen for Russell. Back to Crawford. All alone. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And back to Crawford last season. He was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
Crawford with the steal. For 3, Dunleavy. And it's D. Wade with the rebound. Wade's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Left side, Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got 16 points.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Outside, Russell. Here's Dunleavy. He's guarded by Hill. Clock at 4. The drive by Russell. That's good. 5 points in the game.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And finished off by Davis.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Crawford. 5 points in the game. Right wing. Hibbert, the pass to Crawford. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Henson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Outside, Walker. He kicks to Henson. Shoots the 3. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Henson. Wade's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
West dishes to Russell. Kicks to Dunleavy. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Davis.
Thomas Robinson.
New Orleans leading by 13. T. Wade on the wing from about 19 feet. It's Crawford with the drive. And the pass to Hibbert. Russell kicks it to West. The fader. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Passes it to Hill. The kick out to Walker. Off target from outside.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Dwayne Wade on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Russell passes to Dunleavy. Russell kicks to Hibbert. Shot clock at 5. Back to Russell. No one near him. Hill pulls it in. Pelicans leading by 11. Here's Walker. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Walker's got 18 points.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Russell with it. He's got 5. Picked by West. Feeds it to Dunleavy. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The drive by Russell. And Henson sends it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for New Orleans. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Wade. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Kemba Walker. And it's Miles missing.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Henson. But they'll get another chance. Hibbert against Robinson. Tries again. The rebound by the Lakers. West has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Crawford kicks to Dunleavy. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
The high post shot, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Jack's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans. Hibbert with a screen for Russell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Russell's got 7 points in the game. New Orleans leading by 11. And Jack, here we go. No dice from the high post. Dunleavy dishes to Russell. Here's Mirotic. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here at the end of the third quarter. It's a double-digit ball game. Pelican. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here.
Not even a little bit. Know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. I ain't so, but still so down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Robinson. And there's Kemba Walker. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Dallenberg in at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5. Lakers trail by 11. Here's World Peace. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. And it's 9 points for Meta World Peace.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Walker the pass to Wade. Dallenberg with the screen on Bryant. And it's Wade with the jam.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he ripped it down.
Knocks it loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. C.J. Miles. He's checked in for New Orleans. Jack comes in for Walker.
Jack.
Here's Dellavedova. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Now here is Jack. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Pelicans lead by 10. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Right side, Kobe. There's the feed to Dellavedova. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to get it going. No luck. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside Jack. It's Miles atop the key. And another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Now here's Kobe. Shoots from the elbow. Kobe can't get that one to fall.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Over to the wing. Here is Miles. Olynyk is covering. For the 3. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
Some changes for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Thomas Robinson. Wade comes in for C.J. Miles. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jarrett Jack. And so Mirotic nails both of them. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve. Effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
Whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. It ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
Pass to Bryant. He dishes it to Dellavedova. Olynyk inside. Gallenberg's there. Pelicans leading by 10.
For Mirotic, he was most valuable late in games, guys. From March on, he led the league in fourth quarter points per game.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And for that note about Mirotic, in the fourth, he outscored LeBron and Westbrook that month. That's impressive for any player, much less a rookie.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. John Henson's checked in for the Pelicans. C.J. Miles comes in for Dwayne Wade. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Crawford from deep.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
And Walker kicks to Davis. Back to Walker. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
Here's Walker. Again, the miss by Walker. Crawford drives in. The dish to Dellavedova. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Well, there are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon.
Lakers trail by 13. Mirotic the screen. Ryan in the post. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Mirotic dishes to Dellavedova. Walker with some nice D. Pelicans leading by 13. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Dishes to Mirotic. Dellavedova from outside. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And stolen by Hibbert. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kobe's got the ball. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And here is Kid Gilchrist. Here's Walker. And it's Walker again missing.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. Always fun to watch Kobe setting other people up.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. To the right side. Here's Walker. And the Pelicans miss again.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Pass to Mirotic. Crawford, no one around him. And the lead is down inside single digits.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here is Miles. He feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. It's Davis with the drop.
And Anthony Davis growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
New Orleans making some changes here. Hill, he's checked in for Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Wade comes in for C.J. Miles. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Kemba Walker. And the Lakers also making a switch. David West, he's checked in for Mirotic. Well, David West's usage and overall numbers have ticked away with time. He's still as efficient as ever.
Yeah, not the over 50% field goal guy he used to be, but still a valuable contributor on the block.
And for West, a lot of what he brings to the table is just professionalism, leadership, and a real example of how to get the most out of what you've got. He keeps everybody on the team focused, too. When he speaks, guys listen.
So for the Pelicans, Allen Bear comes in for Henson. And it's Thomas Robinson in for Davis.
West guy's still very strong as a player, but clearly it's his leadership that sets him apart. There's all those little intangibles that help teams win games.
And Jack, here we go. 6 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Kobe kicks to Dellavedova. It's stolen by Hill. Right side Jack. Bryant comes with the double team. Jack passes to Hill. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 3 assists tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Now here's Bryant. To the paint. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
And the Lakers call time here.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Davitt, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And then for the Lakers. Just checked in for Hibbert. Dunleavy comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Russell in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now, here's Wade. Screen by Dallenberg. Clock at 6. It's stolen by West. Stolen by Wade. The shot buries the 20-footer. Wade's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Mirotic, the screen. Kicks it to Dunley. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Mirotic, the screen. Russell dishes to Mirotic. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. 1:39 left to play in the final quarter. Jack against Russell. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, with Steve Kerr and Jason Kidd both coming with no coaching experience over the last few seasons and also having success, I don't know, guys. Maybe we should throw our hat in the ring. But pretty impressive stuff.
That's not for me to do. I've already determined I don't want to coach for a paycheck, even if it is a big one.
You know, you look at the coaching success for both Jason Kidd and Steve Kerr, both with long playing careers, championship experience on their resumes. Steve, in fact, Clark even had some time in the front office with Phoenix.
And don't forget about his broadcasting career either, Kevin. I mean, I think in both cases, though, you look at these two guys, they were able to come in and have immediate credibility with their teams and their playing experience, part of their preparation for being coaches. Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Babbitt, good.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pelicans.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for Dwayne Wade. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
And you know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And the first one drops. And so Russell hits them both. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
You know, definitely that's the case. I mean, there hasn't been much resistance at all.
Here's Mack. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.